Blochaus Climbing in Manchester, which is a new venue.
Yeah, opened, what, 2 months ago?
It's even got Manchester's first top-out boulder, which we're going to have a go at in a bit, which is probably a little bit like when you go to Font, which you don't really have any other bouldering walls, do you?
So you're generally not allowed to top out?
No.
You leave him alone for 2 seconds and he's gone. Outside proper climbing, 2 months, something like that. Was it 2 months ago?
I've been outside with another mate to Wales, sea cliff climbing.
No, that's a lie.
What?
You've got another mate.
And it's completely different because you're on big sea cliffs, big holds. This is crack climbing, brutal, sticking your feet in. It's a completely different technique.
It's what we need to go and learn.
But it's really good. And I think beginning of the day, absolutely got battered, didn't we? But then we started to get our feel for it again, didn't we, by the end of the day?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but it was tough. Again.
You got disheartened on your first route, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think
I
you
was
tried
struggling.
a little bit too hard out the gates.
Struggling.
Jumped on at E1 first route of the day for a warm-up and it didn't go too well. Well, next time we'll go back. Repeat the routes that we failed on and get them ticked, I reckon.
Really good venue. So, do you want me to talk about my injury?
Tell it. What's the latest update on your wrist, Jim?
So,
tell us all about it.
An injury that I've been hosting for about 6 months for my wrist.
Does hosting mean the same as moaning?
Yeah. No, actually, now I've got a justified moaning, is that it appears that after an x-ray, I've got some sort of pulled bone.
So I've heard enough about
Pulled. You're not very sympathetic, are you? And yet, when you fell off your bike, I came round, bought you some food, smothered you in love. But anyway, so I've pulled something. I've got a video call with the orthopaedic surgeon tomorrow. So I don't know what the consequence of that is. It could be that hopefully it's just some sort of physio, or I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Jim took a little bit of time off for his injury, so I decided to try and cycle from Land's End to John O'Groats, raise a bit of money for CAFT. So anybody who actually donated, thank you very much. We reached our target of £5,000, or just over, so really happy with that. We'll go down and present them with a cheque and hopefully that'll help them guys out. For me, it was just a really tough...
It looked
It was a
hard.
challenge, raise money for charity, so it's got to be hard. But it wasn't any fun, let's say. Monotonous. 9-10 hours a day, sat on a saddle.
While you were doing that, I went to Klimnos and was lying on beach drinking beer and trying to rest my wrist.
Oh, yeah.
I went to one of the climbing meccas of the world and didn't do any climbing, which is a bit hard and frustrating. But it was a really nice place anyway. Highly recommend going to there, even just for a holiday. Really good.
No, it was good. I got to see some awesome scenery, wildlife, just the whole of the UK within 9 days is a feat in itself.
I've noticed though, since you've come back, the difference in because you trained for it and you did a lot of mileage and you were really fit when you came back. You were a lot stronger than when you went away, as in climbing, because that's had a big effect on your body core and your general fitness.
I think general fitness has improved tenfold.
Yeah.
I'm skinnier than I've ever been. I'm back to wearing a belt with 32 jeans. I do need to put some weight on, but now I've got an opportunity to put it on the right way, rather than being in that rubbish place where you're just unhealthy and unfit. So, because we want a hard hit training now, don't we? This is the plan. So I've had my birthday cake, birthday beers. That's been and gone. That was my deadline of like finish after the cycle to have some fun, let my hair down, drink Domino's pizza. Drink Domino's pizza.
Don't do that. Not
Drink
unless you're
and eat
liquidising it.
just blend it up and blend it up and smoothie it for like 2 weeks. So yeah, I've got that out of my system. I am fully ready to go again. We're going to commit to 3 days a week.
At least 3 days. Well, 3 days.
3 days
climbing,
training,
bouldering,
and then maybe a day outdoors if
and
we
then
can.
stuff at home as well.
Stuff at home.
So a mix of bouldering, lead climbing, maybe gym work. We've got a bit of a training plan which is antagonistic climbing training.
Yeah, to do the opposite.
So pull-ups, push-ups, a bit of body core. So maybe some Pilates in there as well.
Get into a routine of that, actually forcing each other, texting each other, saying, have you done yours today? Have you done yours this week? Where are you up to? How many have you got? Just that teamwork to drive each other, I think, needs to happen now. And if you don't show up and go out drinking, then you feel bad.
And getting back onto the every now and then, using the rope work, gear, bit of hauling, just to practice those techniques again, because we've not done that for a while, have we?
Hard work, is it?
Yeah, we've looked at flights. We've actually nailed down the dates now to when we're going, so looking forward to that.
So we've set some reminders on
really good.
Skyscanner. As soon as they become cheap enough, I think we're going to book them.
I want to go for comfy seats on the plane, but Craig wants to sit in third class. But it's nice to actually get the dates actually firmly set in stone. A good date to actually aim for.
So that's going middle of, like we said, middle of May to middle of June. Weather windows there. We're a bit concerned that it might get a little bit hot quicker than we thought. Could be maybe low 30s to mid 30s, which would be too hot to climb, let's say. But it'll be sunny and we can sunbathe. So it's not all bad.
On the
Could
ledges.
be worse.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So we are still invested, aren't we? I know it looks like we've been off the radar for a couple of months. Anybody that's been following it is like, oh, where's your next video? When's your next video out? What are you doing? Well, we have been doing something.
We're on it.
Drinking, cycling, eating birthday cake.
In the sunset.
Blending Domino's pizzas.
I think we should do some now, don't you? Should we do some bouldering?